saved over 30 souls that day. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming and saluting Neria and Daniel Sharabi.
Chabad at the Shore, presented to the Sharabi Brothers for your courageous heroism on October 7, 2023. Thank you guys so much. And I'm just going to read a quote. Whoever saves a single life is considered to have saved the whole world. Sanhedrin 37a.
Okay, so I met these amazing heroes when I was in Israel. We did a recent JLI trip. And at the JLI trip, I heard this story, I couldn't believe it, and we walked back out of the hall. Just a few minutes afterwards, I said, I need to bring you to our community. And so I'm so honored that you made the trip from Israel to spend time with us here and to tell your story. It's inspiring, it's miraculous. May Hashem bless you and give you much strength and healing going further. Amen. We're going to ask Daniel to please, and Neria to please share their story, and afterwards we have a special treat. They're going to sing a song for us.
Hi everyone, you hear me well? My name is Daniel Sharabi. This is my little brother Neria Sharabi. I'm 24 years old. Finished the army 2 years ago. I served in Givati. I was a combat medic. Neria was a combat soldier in Kfir, in Netzach Yehuda. It's the unit that Biden trying to do for him a problem, but it didn't succeed. We was at the Nova Festival. For our luck and not luck, but every day I'm saying thank you for the good and thank for the bad and thank for the good that coming from the bad. To the Nova I arrived for the first time to this festival with my little brother, with a lot of cousins, around 50 people that I know, friends. Everything changed in 629, the music stopped and the festival became from festival of happiness, a festival of love, to festival of death and demons. For us, as young people, we don't afraid from the rackets. We decide to stay a little bit, to wait for the traffic end and to drive away and everything's okay. After 20 minutes, I start to hear something bad going on. I was a medic and I hear someone get shot. When I hear someone get shot, I was a medic. Right away, I'm going to the people to trying to do my best. I arrived to a gear and from this moment, our story begins. I arrived to a woman that was shot by 3 bullets of AK. It's very big bullets. They roll in the body. And when you start to help to someone, you cannot stop. When you are in the middle to do something like that, nothing can stop you. After a half hour, we find ourselves running from around 50 to 70 terrorists on the road 232. Jumping from a car to a car, we was around 6. Me, Neria, and Shalem, my cousin, and Yosef Chaim Ohana, my best friend, that's still a hostage in Gaza. And another 2 heroes guy, Itai and Ben. Itai and Ben decided to stay and defend on us, on the people that succeed and they're trying to left. They take the weapons from the dead soldiers and the dead cops, and they also die. Itai Bausi and Ben Mizrahi. After half of the cars that we passed, we saw Israeli tank. We was behind the car. RPG blew on the car that we was behind. Everyone split. me and Neria continue forward, and Shalev, my cousin, go inside to the party. Yosef going to the left, and this is the place that he get kidnapped. And 2 cars after, we saw something crazy. We saw Israeli tank that arrived from the border, and he drive like crazy on all over the cars. And you see something like that, you think you are in Fast and Furious. It's not something that you can see on the street anytime in your life. And we talked in the beginning, the tank arrived from this way, he killed the terrorist over there, and now we're going to kill the terrorist on the other side. Okay, we are fine. But no, after a second we saw the tank going to the field outside of the road, and we are alone, again. In this moment, everyone that was with us understand that we are by ourselves, and if you're not going to do something to save our life, we're gonna die. And my mother not going to see me, and not my young brother. And this is the terrible talk, that because my parents keep in Shabbat, and you cannot call them also. We continue to run, we end the road with all the cars. I jump on a car and I start to drive, and suddenly I saw someone go to the left side of the road, and I understand that something happened. And I'm looking to the left side, and it was the same tank. The worst feeling this day, to be a medic, to be soldier. You have here 2 soldiers that do amazing stuff, and my brother is to be hopeless when people shoot you in the back and you cannot respond. You have to run away like ducks and die like this. When you get the option to fight back, it's everything for you. So we decide to go in without to think, without nothing, jump inside, and I cannot share with you all the story because it's going to take hours and we don't have it. But we're going to share 2 short stories from the tank and from the big miracle that happened to us. And let my brother share the first one.
Hi everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for each one of you for being here. For us, it's been a lot. And I have 2 stories. One of them is about faith. And before it, I want to say that before October 7, me and God, we didn't have too many connections. But in this day, when you see demons chasing you, and you realize that you are probably in your last minutes of your life, you realize that there is nothing beside God. So when we jump inside the tank, Daniel immediately go to the radio, try to reach out with the IDF. We do a radio course in the army. And me, I immediately go on the floor and I start to search after weapon. I was angry, I get crazy because all the emotion or what I just see. And I'm looking on the floor and I'm seeing a vest, Israeli vest. The tank was dark, so I couldn't see anything almost. So I'm trying to pick up the vest, and I realize this is not vest, this is Israel dead soldiers. And immediately I'm checking his bullets, and I see that that's it. 19 years old soldiers died in front of me, and I need to take the thing to my hands because no one is going to do it. And immediately I start to switch him up to search after his weapon, and almost 5 minutes I'm not finding anything. And I switch them up so many times. And in the meantime, the terrorists find us and start to shooting us with everything, with RPG, with 0.5, with everything that they have, and they have a lot. And Daniel jump out to help the people because if you gear start to get shot under the tank. But me, I decided that I'm not leaving the tank until I find some weapon. And at this point, I know that I don't have any choice except to pray to God. So it was even a regular prayer. I just spoke with them, and I'm looking on the sky, on the tank sky, but I look into the above and said, God, I don't know why you did all what I just saw, all these dead people, and honestly I don't care. This is none of my business. But I know that the dead soldier that lying on the floor near to me, this is your son, and he died for you and for your nation. And I know that all of these people outside think this is your children. You cannot let these people die for nothing. I do my best, I do the effort. Now you have to help me to find some weapon, something. And the same second that I finish the war, just me. And I get some thoughts to my mind about something that the religious soldiers do, and they put some coins, some bills on them when they go to the battle, because Shluchei Mitzvah Einam Nizukim, the messenger of Tzedakah didn't get harmed. And I immediately get a track to his right leg, and I'm moving it a little bit, and I'm seeing his M16 with magazine inside ready for me. And in this second, I get some feeling that until now I cannot explain. Something that kicked out of me all the fear, everything. And immediately I just decided to act, and I'm taking the weapon, try to go out, and immediately I get 10 bullets just above my head, and I realize that I cannot go out like this. And throwing the weapon outside to Daniel, and jump right after him, and going out and getting to 6-hour battle with so many of the terrorists. And this is for this point, but now to speak a little bit more about the first time that I realized what is trauma and how bad I'm going to suffer. And this was on the way out, because until this point I ignore from everything. They teach me in the army that you just have to cut your emotion and don't think about anything, and this is what I do. But when I get into the van, on the way out, I get evacuated because I get sharpness in my pinky. I start to relax and to process what we've been through. And on the way out, we had to run over dead bodies, people that 5 hours before we just celebrate with them. And now they're on the floor without nothing, dead, born to death. And at this point, I realized that something different and we have to do something. And then I got to my house one day after, and I tried to go to sleep. And then I wake up one hour after from nightmare that a few terrorists going to get into my house and going to kill me. So I had to get knife and sleep with a knife. And since then, almost months later, it was every night like this. And then I start to get therapy, and we go out to LA and we start to speak, and I realized that in this day I said only one thing: we survived to tell. We have to be the voice of those that didn't make it, and our friends are still in captivity, almost 300 days. This is crazy. And this is what I'm doing, and people ask me, how can I do it? Where can I get the courage? But for me, I have to do it. This is my mission. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Before we going to do the Shir Ma'alot, I want to share with you something. Some people looking for a purpose for all their life, 14 years, 20 years, 30 years, I don't know how much. Sometimes people get it after 24, 22 years. After October 7, we decide no more. A lot of our friends suffering from a lot of mental health. This is something very important that we didn't know about before October 7, but now we know. We start a non-profit organization that's called The Future for the Survivors and the Wounded. It's the non-profit that helped to victims of terror in Israel, that become a community of people that was injured, not only physically, also mentally, the soul that was hard. And every day we live one day you are up, one day you are down, but every day you know that you never stop fighting. Now we build in a house in Israel, rehab house for victims of terror, for mental health. If you want to help us in our cause, you can connect to the rabbi. You know what to do. I'm back into the tank, and this Shir Lamalot have a special meaning behind. I know what I'm doing when I'm in a trouble. I'm praying all my life. Not like my brother, I believe in all the time. I was in a good relationship with God for all my life. When we was in the tank, we shoot by RPG. The first RPG attacked us. All my arm was injured. I have still shrapnel in my arm. My Neria's finger almost cut. Everyone was injured from this RPG. We know what RPG do. After around an hour and a half, we attacked by another RPG. The RPG hit above to us, around 5 meters, almost killed us all. We understand that someone pointed at us another RPG and now going to kill us. Going to kill us like 50 people that line behind something and wait. You know, RPG, when he come, he hit you and you don't know where he's coming. It's like, boom. And you don't hear nothing and you don't remember nothing. I have the experience for 4 times of RPG. But I understand that we can find them in something. So we start to scream, let's find them. Look over there, and everyone going crazy. All the girls screaming. And suddenly I get something to my mind, I don't know how, I just act like all this day. I ask for people, quiet. You have people that fight, like Neria and the other guy. You have people that help to the wounded. It was me and another girl that helped me. And all of you need to start to pray. And I start to say Shir Lamalot in this tone. Shir Lamalot, YISRAEL. And everyone start to scream with me. I know we're supposed to die over there, for sure. But more than that, we have God that you can pray all the time, anytime, and ask for help. And I think this prayer saved our life. And since then, every time that we speak and sharing our story, we also sharing this part, Shir Lamalot. So, if it's okay, I can ask you to stand up and sing with us Shir Lamalot for the return of the hostage and for the return of the all the soldiers, healthy and safe. Thank you very much. I'm YISRAEL Chai.